Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using a sketch that I prepared on a video earlier this week on how I kind of have become more productive. So I sketched this one out on that video. However, I am going to flip the layout. I don't always follow my sketches to a T. And once I got going with this one and saw the papers I had, I decided that going across the page would be a lot better. So I'm using such an old Cars collection from Cricut for this one. I have used this before on some of my Disney layouts, but this was just perfect. So the picture I'm using is a picture of my youngest on his bed at Art of Animation where we stayed. It's a Murphy bed, and when you pull it down, there's a scene of Mater kind of sleeping behind the bed. And I just thought it was such a unique thing and so fun that I think this must have been bright and early one morning. He was watching his iPad and letting the others sleep, and I had to get a picture of him and Mater. So you can see that I just ripped the two papers, top and bottom, and layered them across. I did kind of want a separating layer between my background because that I believe I used French vanilla. If not, it's just the white daisy from Close to My Heart. But the tire paper has such a close background color that I wanted a separation. So I did end up adding a little bit of the black road to separate that. And then because I only have the one photo, I knew I wanted to journal a little bit. And so I actually drew on my lines right on my page using my T-square. And then used that other open space to the right of the photo for my title. So my title is going to be Goodnight Mater. I found that fun yellow alpha. It's actually a multicolored alpha, but it worked out that all the letters I needed for Mater were yellow, which I was excited about. And then I did kind of have to piece together the Goodnight. So the G, I wanted uppercase, and for whatever reason this alpha sheet here didn't have uppercase, and so I had to sneak one about the same size. You can see it's not as thick as the rest. Had to sneak that in there and then use the rest of that other alpha that is a little bit thicker for my title. So for embellishing, I had that scrap piece of yellow and black checkered. That's from the Cars collection as well, and it was just a scrap piece, so I went ahead and cut a tag out of it. I have this black and white chipboard, maybe from Print Shop Vicky Bouton. It's a Vicky Bouton chipboard collection, and I did bring that in because it's all black and white, and there's a lot of black with my Disney iris container full. So I have been trying to use some of that too because I haven't used a bunch of it. So I knew I wanted the tag on the left. After that, it was kind of trying to piece together things. Did end up using one of those black chipboard hearts there and added a phrase sticker to that to spruce it up a little bit. Again, kind of struggled with embellishing this one. The papers are busy, not a lot of open space now that I kind of filled in that white space with my title. I did decide though to add a cluster to the bottom of my journaling there. So just kind of going through all of the ephemera I have in my iris container to see what I could add to it. Luckily for me, the Cars is red, yellow, black, because that's the majority of the colors in all of the Disney collections too. So I did find that camera, and I do like the color of that camera and the camera itself, I guess. And then I found this little circle blurb that said dream, and I thought that was absolutely perfect for this picture. So I did add that to the camera to the right, and while I'm thinking about it, because I just used them, so in my Facebook group, I had asked for suggestions on good nonstick scissors, because I just have been using, I don't know, run-of-the-mill scissors for my foam tape, and it gets all over them. So I did take, I can't remember who suggested them, I'm so sorry, but your suggestion, get the Fiskars nonstick. I got them right off of Amazon. I'll try to find a link and link those down below, because so far so good. I am loving them. A little big, so I might have, if they had a smaller size, might have got a smaller size, but so far so good. I just didn't want to use my good Tim Holtz scissors for tape. I don't want to ruin those, even though I think those are nonstick as well. So now that I have kind of the two clusters, I felt like the top left needed something, and so I do have that little tab that's black and white at the top, just kind of sitting there right now, wondering if it's going to be used or not. I am sprinkling throughout some of the chipboard stars in each of the clusters, and then found this piece of a ephemera that says love. I think it's supposed to be for journaling, but I really like just the red and the saying on it. So I think I am going to layer that behind that kind of tab up at the top. Again, trying to use up some of those chipboard pieces, and that tab was one of them. Needed to add something to it, though. I didn't want just kind of that open circle. I didn't have really a use for that, so I did go to my sticker sheet and find a red heart, added a yellow star up there as well, and that is going to finish off this layout. I will try to find a link for the scissors. I don't believe there's really anything else to link, maybe the chipboard pieces, but I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.